So my NFL Week 8 picks, I'm going with all chalk. I'm picking all the favorites, and I just don't um, see an upset really that could happen. I just looks like all the favorites are in good positions to win. It doesn't look like there's any matchup problems, so yeah, I'm going with all chalk, and it's not necessarily something I like, but I think this week it calls for it. There are 6 teams with the day off this weekend: Baltimore, Chicago, Indianapolis, San Diego, Tennessee, and Houston. But we'll get started. Carolina, Tampa Bay. I'm going with Carolina. I just think Newton, if he can continue his efficiency, he'll be very good against Tampa Bay. If they can limit him to 20 throws. If he can complete 15 of those, I think Carolina will have a good shot to win this. Buffalo, New Orleans. I'm going with New Orleans. They had a bye week last week, and they're the better team, and that's usually a good sign of winning to come. Pittsburgh, Oakland. I'm going with Pittsburgh. This was one of the tougher ones, I think. I just think the veterans of Pittsburgh know it's a must-win situation if they want to stay in the playoff race, and I think they'll get it done. Pittsburgh's stepped it up a little bit lately, and it is Oakland, so I think they get the win. Atlanta, Arizona. Going with Arizona. Uh, they have a long week, and they're at home, and that helps. Atlanta's going to get some injured guys back. It looks like maybe Roddy White, maybe Jackson come back. So that'll help Atlanta, but I think Arizona is a very good defensive team, and I don't think Atlanta will put enough pressure on Carson Palmer to make a difference. So I'm picking Arizona in this one. Dallas, Detroit. Going with Detroit. I think the shootout will go in favor of the Lions. I think both teams will score in the 40s. I don't think either defense will be able to stop the pass game. I just think Matthew Stafford and Calvin Johnson will hook up a little bit better than Tony Romo and Des Bryant, and that's pretty much what it comes down to with this pick. But it definitely is the game of the week, in my opinion. San Francisco, Jacksonville. I'm going with San Francisco. They're just too good of a team for Jacksonville to beat. I think they know how to win games, and they'll get by Jacksonville. Cleveland, Kansas City. Going with the Chiefs. The Chiefs will get to Jason Campbell. He's coming in as the starter, and they'll be able to get to him. They've done very well getting to the quarterback this year, and it'll be no different this week. And Campbell will struggle, and the Browns will struggle as a result. Miami, New England. This one was a little bit tough as well. I did go with New England. I just think they'll be able to get to Tannehill a little bit too frequently for Miami to overcome. I think Brady will have a bounce back week. Gronkowski will have a big week. So I'm picking the Pats. Giants, Philadelphia. Going with the Eagles. Michael Vick seems like he's coming back, so that's definitely going to help the Eagles. I think they're coming off a loss which they knew they needed to win, and against a division rival like the Giants, who struggled this year, I think the Eagles will get it done, and Chip Kelly will lead the way. The Jets at the Bengals. This one was also another tough one, and it competes with Dallas Detroit for Game of the Week or for sure. Yeah, I'm going with Cincinnati. I think they'll stop the run game of the Jets pretty good, and I think Andy Dalton will have a somewhat decent day, and the Bengals will get the win. They know how to beat good teams, and the Jets are one of those good teams that won't go away easily in a game, and the Bengals know how to win close games, and so I'm going in favor of the Bengals. Washington, Denver. I'm going with Denver. No secondary in Washington that's any good, and Peyton Manning is going to have a huge day, and he's upset about the loss last week for sure, and so I think they win, and they win big. Green Bay, Minnesota. I'm going with Green Bay. They're the more complete team, and Minnesota's struggling with a quarterback right now, and so when you just have a superior team, a lot of times the superior team gets the win. Monday Night Football, Seattle and the Rams. I think this would have been a good matchup had Bradford not got hurt. But with Bradford injured, Seattle's going to run away with this one. It could be one of those games last year of like where the Seahawks went 58-0, 47-0, something like that. I see the Rams maybe scoring 14 points, and I see the Seahawks scoring at least 30. So I think it'll be a blowout Monday night. Not a great Monday night game. But yeah, it feels like I'm not going to get to watch the Seahawks for like so many Sundays in a row. But that's okay. That is my Week 8 picks. Remember to follow me on Twitter. I give some my thoughts there throughout the weekend about what's going on in football. Maybe some hockey I'll watch this weekend. Check out the blog. There's always a poll I put up there with my videos. And those are always fun to hear back from you guys. So, yeah, check out the blog. Follow me on Twitter. And that is my Week 8 picks.